Clear, global entry, TSA Precheck? What is all this? Stay tuned.
Where are we going next? Let's go.
So if you are exploring getting back out there and traveling, you've probably come across a few different programs that you might be a little confused what the difference is. And those three programs are Clear, Global Entry, and TSA Precheck. What's the difference? Well, this video, we're going to explore all three, the benefits, the costs, and which one might be best for you. Welcome back to the Traveling Cheesehead. My name is Michelle, and on this channel we cover everything travel related through travel planning tips, vlogs, reviews, and recommendations. And today we're diving in to the three programs available to expedite your time through the airport. So I know I've been standing in line, you probably have been too, at the security gate waiting to go through airport security, and you've seen the little signs for TSA Precheck, or you've seen recently at many major airports the little kiosk that says sign up for Clear. You might be wondering what those things are, and then if you've done any international travel, you've probably also come across Global Entry. Well, all three of these programs essentially give you the fast pass through security, and in some cases through customs and immigration. So I wanted to break down these three programs for you so you know the differences and you can determine which one might be best for you. All right, so we're going to start with the first one, which is Clear. Now, unlike the other two programs, Clear is actually operated by a private company. So the other two programs are run through Customs and Borders Protection as well as the TSA. So a little bit different when it's run through a government entity versus when it's run through a private entity. What you need to know about Clear is it's using your biometrics. So it takes your fingerprint as well as an iris scan. So it knows that you are you without you presenting any form of identification. So where does this save you time? Well, even with the other two programs, you likely have to stand in line to have the TSA agent check your identification to your ticket. With Clear, you don't have to wait in that line. You simply go through, present your biometrics, and then make your way to the security line. Now, the cost for this one is $15 per month, but it is billed annually. So if you cost that out, it is about $182 a year. Now, that is a little more high, as you will see when we go through the other programs. The main benefit is you skip that initial line. However, it doesn't save you from having to remove your shoes, your belt, taking out your electronics, taking out your liquids when you get to that security line. It doesn't save you from any of that. That would be an additional cost with one of the other programs. So you have to decide, is Clear right, or is it not worth the extra money? Clear also will help you out if you go to major sporting events when they are checking identification for you to enter the facility. A lot of sporting venues now use biometrics as well, so that you can enter quickly and you don't have to wait in the long line. So that is another benefit of Clear, but it is pretty early in its release. Obviously, the pandemic has had some delay with how much it's rolled out. It's in about 50 venues right now, as well as airports. And I will put a link below for Clear so you can check it out and see if it's worth actually spending the money for. All right, that brings me to number two. So we're gonna dive into TSA Precheck. TSA Precheck is run through the government, the TSA, and it is essentially paying a fee so that you can go into a shorter security line. You can avoid the hassle of needing to remove your shoes, needing to remove your belt, needing to take out your electronics or your liquids when you are going through US security checkpoints. So it can save you a lot of time because the lines tend to be shorter and you're not sitting there yanking everything out of your luggage only to have to get to the other end and put it all back in and sit on the benches and tie your shoes. You've seen it. You probably have done it. So the TSA Pre-Check can be a great option for you. It's only $85 and it lasts for 5 full years. There is an application process that I will link below. So I'll cover how to apply for Pre-Check in a future video. But I'll put the link below so you can at least check out if this option might be right for you. It's really going to be for the people that only travel domestically. If you never go internationally, then the TSA Pre-Check will be the option that you want to choose. So option 3 is global entry. So if you do any kind of international travel, global entry might be the way to go. First of all, it is a program run through the Customs and Borders Protection Agency, and you have an application process that you need to go through. I will walk you through that in a future video, but for today I want to go through the benefits of what you get with global entry. The first thing you get with global entry is you get all the benefits of TSA Precheck included in your global entry. So it's great when you're flying domestically or when you're flying internationally. You get what's called a trusted traveler number, and that trusted traveler number is put in whenever you book your flights. That way it shows up on your boarding pass that you are a trusted traveler and you get TSA Precheck. You get the expedited security checkpoints, which saves you a ton of time. Now, when you're going internationally, what the added benefit is that when you're coming home and you have to get in the line to go through immigration as well as customs, you don't have to wait in the ginormous line that everybody else is waiting in. You get to go to your own little line where you go up to a kiosk, you scan in your passport, it takes a picture of you, you answer some questions about, if you're bringing back food or vegetables or, anything like that. Have you been on a farm? Like, there's several different questions that have to do with customs. You answer all of those truthfully, and then you get a little printout. And that printout will either say that you're clear, or you have to go to the officer and he'll ask you some further questions. So you get to skip that giant line. And then once you get up there, you go to the immigration officer, they stamp your passport, welcome you home, you hand your little receipt off to the Customs and Border Protection, and you're on your way. It is super fast. You save so much time, especially at major airports with a lot of international traffic. It's going to save you a ton of time. Now, this program is $100 for 5 full years. And again, like I said, there is an application process that I'll make a future video on, but just know overall that probably is the one that saves you the most time. And for a $15 difference over TSA Precheck, it might be the one to go with. Another benefit that comes with most credit cards is that they will cover your global entry fee for you. So look into travel credit card reward cards that have that as an added benefit, because then you can get global entry for basically zero. I'll also put a link to all of the different travel credit cards that cover that cost in the links below. If you're getting value so far, make sure you hit that thumbs up. So some updated news with global entry specifically, they've been talking about updating some of the fee structures for some of the international programs like Nexus and global entry. They're looking at stabilizing those fees to make them more uniform across the board. The global entry fee may go up by a little bit. I believe it's scheduled to go up to $120 per year or per 5 years, but even that is still a huge value if you travel internationally even once a year. So which one is right for you? Clear might be right for you if you go to a lot of sporting venues, if you want to skip that initial line where they check your ID. TSA Precheck might be for you if you only travel domestically and you never go anywhere internationally, then TSA Precheck might be for you. If you travel internationally and domestically, you're going to want to go with global entry. Not to mention you get that added benefit where some of the credit cards cover the costs. So it could be a no-brainer. I hope you found value today. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell because I come out with brand new content every single week and you don't want to miss a thing. Thank you for joining the Traveling Cheesehead. Until next time, travel safe.
Where are we going next? Let's go.